Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. Once again, hi guys. It's me, and it is a new season of Torchlight Infinite. So, we're gonna start. We play this character. There's a strong build available for him. He's one of the free characters. I've played him in the past. I'll just play him again. Chain me up. Because he's going to be using Chain Lightning. It's kind of a... Oh, there we go. Wow. I got 3 brand new achieves just for logging. 4. At least 4 new achieves just for logging in. 6. Looks like 6 new achieves just for logging in. Looks like just the 6. We will talk with Arya. Now, I have set to mute the voices of the NPCs because, not because they're inherently annoying, although the storyline is gibberish, but because they keep repeating the same statements over and over and over as you play. Mostly your own character. So, what's happening? Yeah. It's an ARPG storyline. It's that big a deal. Let's see. So we have ice lances to start. And I tried to use WASD for movement because I've been playing so much PoE 2. If you're not familiar with it, it's a perfectly good ARPG. Ooh. Yes, I would click Q to restore my status if you let me. Perfectly good RPG, ARPG. It has got a bit of a learning curve simply because the game is Chinese and they do not do a good job in translating mechanics. Let's put it that way. Got a couple of items. Hood, give me some evasion, which is nice, and. Would I rather have cold than fire? Is the only... Oh, it's a wand, so this is a one-hander. I have a sneeze coming. Hold on. Pardon me. So for now, it won't matter. It's telling me, yeah, okay, I can equip that. I will view it. I just acquired, yeah, fine. Talk with Liv. Back. But it is a perfectly solid ARPG, usually with good seasonal mechanics. Last week's mechanics didn't grab me. The previous league did. We liked a couple of the previous leagues, so it's kind of hit or miss as far as that goes. But I would say that they've pretty much all been at least as good. No, they've been better than any of the D4 leagues. I'm going to have to readjust to push to move or click to move instead of WASD. The bad guy.
A bunch of losers.
Lean. Apparently because he's skinny. Ow. It's amazing how... Ow. I've completely forgotten how to play click-to-move ARPG. So, we have a staff. That's going to be a big damage increase. Helm, improved survivability. Gloves. Helm's the same. That's the thing, though, is if we dual wield wands, one in either hand, the damage is the same. We'll stick with the staff for now. It's really going to take some getting used to. I'm so used to WASD from PoE 2. Congrats, I have obtained new skill. Ice Lances. No, we gained the movement skill, I think. Blink. It used to be Blink was sort of the driving skill. You would have it linked so that you'd be using Ring of Ice every time you moved or hit something, I think. So you'd blink and constantly throwing off rings of ice, but apparently that got nerfed. Oh, right. Hi, Brody. That's a level. One new talent available now. Let's see. I need over here. What is it? Builds. Quick builds. Enter a build code. I have a build code from a player who actually knows what he's doing. That's not what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Copy that. Paste that. Current build not found. Fuck, I was afraid of that. Alright, so I'm gonna have to wing it. We're gonna have to wing it. More hero builds. Let's see. Well, that's Yuga. Yes, that one. And the skills is going to be Chain Lightning. Build was not found. Okay, well then, I guess we're winging it. Let's see, but I did have... Pardon me again. One... We start in Magister? Really? Well, it's easy to respec in this game. Anyway, damage increase. That's easy. Definitely going to take some getting used to. Getting back used to. Alright, Ice Lances, upgrade to level 2, and Compound Source, if it's a healing thing, also up to level 2. talent node, more damage, please. Thank you. Let's see. Skill effects. Yeah, I don't have any special visual effects for the spell ends. Now, the Season of Arcana. Currency, and a new frame. Woo! Free stuff. We like free stuff. They give away a lot of stuff, actually. Whoop. But then that's the way, is they give you free stuff, and then they expect you're gonna buy stuff. Skip. Blink. As I have said in the past, that any sort of kind of blinking light or icon or anything drives me crazy in the game. And so the fact that one of the icons is kind of throbbing up there in the corner bugs me, no end. Alright, obtained multiple projectiles. Whoops! Stop shooting stuff at me when I'm in the middle of things. This is why we can't have nice things. Ice lances, yeah. Talent node, right? That's the third. Our damage is up 27%. My God, how long can this go on? What? Multiple projectiles. Yay, our damage will go significantly up. Our ability to kill stuff goes up significantly as well. Those are friendly NPCs. I don't know if they're friendly. They're not hostile. It's not necessarily the same thing. Ancient battleground awaits. Well, if I hit the right button. Again, I'm having to forget everything I've been learning over the last few weeks playing PoE 2 with Westy. What the shit? One-shotted? What a pile of crap. Well, that's my first death in the league. Oh, that was just utter crap. Alright, new talent node. An additional 18. We're now 45% damage up from where we started from. Not including the fact we've got multiple missiles. We got belts. Got a new bonewood staff. Please, make of that what you will. And we're going to recycle. Where is the command? Ah, there it is. Recycle, well, everything. Those are crafting mats that'll be used later. And we have a really annoying character in here. Corey, the dwarf. Fortunately, you don't have to listen to his voice, because it's... Mute mechanic? Ah. Achievements. Now we have to defend Corey while he's fixing the bridge. No change. Not as good. I have boots. And they're made for walking. So that's just what I'll do. I'll walk across the bridge. So the game is a solid ARPG. The story and narrative is at best puerile. The voice work is adequate given the terrible material they're given to work with. But the game systems are solid. Oh, what the shit? How did he hit me? He was aiming there and I was standing there. I do not understand. Deaths already. That's embarrassing. Granted, memory serves, this character does start off on the slow side. Not intellectually, although an argument can be made. Pick up anything else new and delicious. That's an improvement. Our first ring. That's nice. And we'll just go ahead and cycle everything. Talk to Corey, the dwarf. That's one of the things about the translations from especially Chinese games to Western games, is the names they give sometimes are hilarious. Where some badass is named Jeff. It's like, what? Fourth skill slot. What did you give me? Archery bond. Sure. It's a persistent area sentry spell. Cast the skill randomly. Places one sentry that lasts for 6 seconds, increasing your projectiles. Okay, fine. That'll be just fine then. The anti-dragon bulwark. Skip. Alright, so that, I now see how it works. It drops basically an area of effect alone that buffs my shooties, so Definitely striking is a great ability because you have to stand more or less still. Take the effect. I helped him. I'm a hero. What can I say other than totally heroic? I'm getting the hang of it again. The quick to move coming back to me. After all, it's not like I've played thousands of hours of quick to move gameplay. Oh yeah, kind of like that. Oh, okay, I see. Need to shoot the big thing in the middle. Problem is the little buff bot is cast where I'm aiming at the time. So if I want to be standing in it, I kind of have to drop it on me, sort of move the mouse to me, click, and then back to my target. It's not a good skill. Go out on a limb and say that it happens. We have a second ring, and we have a new chess piece. Not a fan of that new skill. He didn't drop crap. I don't like that I can't shoot them until they activate. I call that in the past. I may just be misremembering. That's certainly possible. Talent point node, and we have finished off. So our next choices will be attack and cast speed. Not casting. I guess I am technically casting or mana. Yeah, it's got to be attack and cast. Hit the confirm button. Do not get hit by the big splodies. Let that be a lesson to you. Don't get hit by the big splodies. It's not where I had my mouse button pressed, or my mouse cursor when I pressed the button. I cast it right on me, and it moved it over there. I do not understand why. It's doing that completely not where I want it. More ugly guys. I do not understand the archery pond. It's not dropping. For instance, if I've got the arrow pointed here, and it dropped it next to me. So it doesn't appear to be completely predictable where it's going to drop. Maybe it always drops to the right-hand side of my character. It didn't look like that. At least that would be predictable. No, it dropped it behind me that time. I have no idea where it drops it. Is it random? In which case, it's not just bad, it's terrible. It's worthless. Alright, boss fight. It's terrible. Oh my god, it's completely unpredictable. What an incredibly awful skill. The shop. Top up. Here, you can just buy some things. Freebies. Lots of freebies. You can always count on that in any of the, well, Asian free-to-play games. Let's see. The new helm's better. That hat is slightly better. That hat gives more damage. I'd rather have a little bit of defense rather than recycle them all. I got freeze something. Alright, and here is where you basically, for those of you who've ever played PoE, this is where you determine your links. You have a certain amount of energy. You allocate the energy to increase the number of links your spells can have. Out to a 6th link, which would be adding 5 additional sockets. So we're going to increase that by 10. Close it, and we now have a 2nd link available here, and they give us freeze chance. So our ice lances are now shooting extra projectiles and have an increased freeze chance. And we have claimed more currency. Lots of currencies, lots of freebies, and a lot of stuff for you. Actually, this one doesn't have a lot of stuff you can spend money on. No, it does for cosmetic stuff. But as far as game stuff, it doesn't have a huge additional characters that you can play. There's, I think, 5 that are free to play out of like the 15 or so. So you can buy additional unlocks for additional character types. And the pets. The pet system is the particularly egregious, honest to God, pay to win one. Where if you've got the money to buy the right pets and upgrade them the sufficient amount, at the end game, basically double your damage and triple your loot. This is why Max Roll is no longer supporting the game. I have no problem with them choosing to not support the game. Their issues with the game are legitimate. Plenty of things to not like. Gameplay itself is good. The game is entertaining. But their reasons for not wanting to support it anymore are legitimate. What's, I think, kind of shitty is they pulled all of the build guides from their website today. So you can't even have the build guides that were available yesterday. I think that is a crappy move. All that doesn't punish the company, XD, I think is the company that makes it. So yanking the build guides doesn't help, doesn't hurt them. It only hurts the players and presumably the guys who made the build guides. New chest, not as good. No. So I think that was kind of a dick move on the part of the guys at Maxwell. Because it doesn't hurt anyone but players and content creators. So Maxwell, that was a dick move. The rest of it, I got no problem. Points for that and this. Alright, next up is attack and cast speed. And movement speed, because I don't think max mana is ever an issue. But that will give us even more of the same, and then we're probably looking at probably the crit strike rating. That's guesswork. Yeah, until you hit level 90, I believe respecs are free, so it's very easy to experiment with your build as you level up, change it, that kind of stuff. Like I was saying, I mean, the game itself is fine. The monetization is not without issue. Sadly, they did not listen to Maxwell and Vizerin and other people. Like Drew said, they did. He just really strongly disliked monetization through the pets. And I'm not sure, I haven't heard his comment on changes that are made, but the new changes are even worse. If you don't like the pets giving you significant endgame power, you're really not going to like it now. Previously, there were 6 pets, and the pets have different amounts of buffs to your abilities and buffs to loot. Now you have 6 pets instead of 3. You have 3 for combat and 3 for loot. So it's twice as important as it was before, and those are pay to win. But as a casual game to just play and have fun with, the game is solid. Every time I drop my buff bot, I have to find where it goes because it doesn't go to where I'm trying and hoping to let go to. I have to look for it. That is just a dreadful thing. You jerks go away. Oh yeah, one of the things I do like is you can actually, assuming your clicking is good enough, you don't have to be near the items. See if we got anything new and improved. That's improved. That's significantly improved. No. Yep. Oh, new hat. Significantly better hat. If there's one thing that is always true in a game, you're better off with a better hat. Especially if, like this character, your hair is that ludicrous. Seriously, it's just freaking dreadful. Did it again. Started WASD moving. Can't help myself. Couple of weeks of WASD and all of the muscle memory of years of click to move, they're all gone. Not due for another level. Ooh, a pendant. Dex, Strength, and Dex. Would you like to know skills that don't matter much to this build? I can tell you two of them, Strength and Dex. Level I was talking about. I'm level 9 already. I'm like a machine of some sort. We'll call it a leveling machine. Jeez. The treasure trove. Certain levels they've added in a couple of leagues ago where they're just short little levels that have whole bunches of XP and loot, and you can run them over and over and over again. At a certain point, you stop getting as much XP, but until then, you just want to keep going in. So, for instance, we're going in. I would like to teleport, please. And some of the drops you can get are bonkers good. Just insane. Oh! It's coming back. It's all coming back to me now. That is the advantage of freezing things. Stops them from running up and whacking you, possibly exploding, or explode whacking you. There's a combination platter of whacking you and explode whacking. It's totally a word. Boss coming. Points. A couple of uniques. We'll identify them. Check and see if we've got anything that's an improvement. Mind you, the numbers you can see, they say how much damage or survival improve or lessen depending on the changes. Those are guidelines. They can be extremely wrong. For instance, in this case, I would have to give up a total of 93 energy shields, but under other circumstances, it might be worth it. But here, I don't think it is. This, on the other hand, physical damage to spells, fire. We only got 2 additions to attacks, we got 3 to attacks and 2 to spells. What we're using is a spell, so this is okay, but it'd be a lot better if we had like all 5 spells. But we will use it. My level is too low. I need to be level 12. Okay. Well, we're going to recycle all of the gray and light blue quality stuff. And sort that. And we're going to challenge it again. We're going to do this probably a half a dozen times. Another new talent node. Movement speed in ARPGs is generally always good. Now, it's clear from the way this game plays that they have spent a lot of time playing the other ARPGs that are out there. Path of Exile, the Diablo games, and so on. Like I said, Their seasons in general aren't as good as PoE seasons, or challenge leagues for PoE, but they're better than the stuff that Diablo puts out. And that should be an actual embarrassment for the Diablo team, really. Seriously. Another level for me. Oh, you shouldn't have. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep them coming. Oh, boss. Another rock lizard skull. To me. Here. Yep, still not better than what we're using. A quick check there. More survival. Ring, maybe? Nope. 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 Here we'll recycle. Raise and close. Let's see, that's 50, 25, 20. 50, 25, 20, 60. They are identical. The odds are I don't need to recycle. That also gives a better crafting material. Well, we'll challenge it again. It is good XP and good loot. Or at the very least, possibilities of good loot. Oh, some fast frogs. Shitloads of fast frogs. Fighting ice, wind, ice ring. Sounds good. Sounds like it's got some potential. After all, I'm using ice stuff. Ice plus ice equals more ice. Baby. That would be ice, baby. See, it's shitloads of really fast things, though. That's level 12. This also gives us our first bigger talent point. 2 max spell burst, 100 chance to gain. Focus blessing deals additional chance for 2 points of frostbite rating. So I think we'll just... I'm not sure if we use spell burst in this at all. Oh, winter. I'm not sure we're using spell burst. I'll check that. I don't think we are. You? Skills. Spell, cold, horizontal. Yeah, it's not a spell burst. So, for leveling at least, I think that's probably the play, as you might say. He's back. The rock lizard skull again, but we're still getting Mongo XP, so we'll stick with it. Numbers the same? Yep, 50. No, ooh, see, this one's better, so we'll recycle. Presumably, there was a green in there. Better than the current right ring. We don't want to give up that much damage. But we're going to recycle. That's right. That light blue and that helm. Challenge it again. These pop up, I don't know, every 10 levels or so, these sort of treasure room dungeons. And they are worth doing at least until you get the you're no longer receiving full XP message, and a lot of times do additional runs throughout. resources and the healing compound source. We'll get buffed. Another level! That's what I mean by the good XP. Oh, you little hiding little bastard. I'm gonna let you get away with that? Stop with the hiding little bastardness. Bastardy? Bastardy. Blink. Alright, next up. Critical strike rating. Area skill and projectile speed. We're not really using... Yeah, I think it's a critical rating. Because we don't really have an area effect. We have a projectile that bounces around and stuff. Look at the other stuff. Not a 5027. That one's actually better. Cycle. Great. That one. But we can now equip this one, adding 11.3 damage. 11.3% damage. Right off the top. And I'm a bit anal about inventory. Well, a number of things. Inventory is one of them. So you will see me moving stuff around in my inventory, kind of needlessly sometimes. The bees, not the bees. Level ups for all those skills. It's similar to leveling up skills in PoE 1, I should say. They level up if you're using them, or you get XP. He's big. And when he dies, he hatches a bunch of little fellas. And boss. Skull again. Would like something other than that. I understand that's the primary drop from this. Something else would be nice for a change. Let's see, anything else? An improvement? No, and that one is 50-30, so that's an improvement. 50-27, yep. Recycle, gray, blue, and blue. Because we got a new skull in town. We are still getting XP for these, so no reason to not keep doing it. Ah, this is it. I will now be getting less XP from these. I might do it once more. Because I haven't really gotten anything. Ooh, I got it. I know. 14. Another talent node. More critical strike rating. A lot of dudes. Stop picking up the gray stuff now. Good stuff. Better. And boss bomb. Here. We'll give it one more go, at least. That was a bunch of energy shield on that. We'll give up a little bit of damage for a bunch of energy shield. That is less, so we can recycle. Your stash is account-wide, not character-wide, so I will bank anything that I know would be good for another character as well. Big fella. Big dead fella. Whoops. That heavy was a crit. A big number. I mean that the size of the number, not the magnitude of the number. Missed me. And boss mob. We'll give it one more go. Identify it. Not as good. Recycle. And this will be the last go for this particular treasure. Mind you, it still gives decent XP for at least a few additional goes after. It says I'm not getting maximum XP anymore. Because not maximum still can be really good. Particularly aggressive mobs. Tentacle. Nobody likes tentacles. Well, Cthulhu. Oh! Spin you away. Right round, baby, right round. Oh, another rock lizard skull. We'll ID it. Check the other items. It is not as good. Recycle. All those. Alright, we'll now leave the treasure room. Having squeezed it of all of its good stuff. All of its good stuff. Sort of diminishing returns. You'd have to spend a lot more time to hope get lucky. Hope to get lucky. Hope get lucky. Lands hope get lucky. And another boss coming up, I think. Yep. Another level. Talent point. So next up will probably be more critical stuff. Spell burst doesn't do anything. That'll be then damage numbers. get us to this tier and here. Probably cold damage from frostbite. And that. And that is additional focus blessing for increasing the freeze. No, and it's Corey, the dwarf. Corey is very dwarven. That is a sample of the voice work that I'm skipping. This area has these little triangular mines you need to be aware of. You want to step into them. They have about a second or so before they go off. Our first purple weapon, purple item. It's not as good as what we've currently got. Hey, they can't all be winners. I mean, ARPGs are all about getting lucky and getting good loot. That's kind of what they're predicated on. Big fellow. Big frozen and then dead fellow. Those are just little bits of lore and are not helpful in actually figuring out what the hell the lore is. It's the standard kind of gibberish, sadly, that you come to expect from the Asian free-to-play games industry. At least it doesn't translate well, or they don't spend any time or effort trying to translate it. Probably a little more accurate. It's just not important to them. Which is not an unreasonable, point of view. I have no idea what percentage of their business comes out of the West. I wouldn't expect a lot. That was a nice upgrade. Item upgrade. Staff. Big guy. New items. Very slight improvement, but sure, an improvement's an improvement. We take the elevator. Down to King's Pass. It's Jerry. Treasure chest. Occasionally, those can be mimics. Another level for me. Which is another talent point. It's going into crits. No, is this a 4-pointer? No. There we go. Don't know what the deal was with that. My sound on YouTube is very low. Let me move the mic a little and turn it up a little. Hopefully that'll help. And good evening to you. I will also attempt to enunciate a little more clearly. Yeah, the lore is just so skippable. What do we have over here? Another notification from the shop. We have the hunter supply with more freebies. They want you to go into the shop every day. Pick up freebies. Oh, that's right. Big fists. We're going to be meeting those big fists again in a minute when we fight the boss for this series of maps. As occasionally they slam down, and if I'm not paying attention, if I'm paying attention, they won't kill me. Kind of easy like that. The boss dwarf, who's I think like the brother of Corey, and it's complicated, and is in mech armor. I have obtained residues. Which is a buff to the potion. Increases the duration. It's a heal over time. The time is now 2/3 longer. The heart of Kazan. Monster level is 13 and my level is 16 because we spent a while in the treasure room. We've got a bunch of stuff, bunch more or a bunch of new stuff. So of course I go with bunch moo stuff. What? I'm not doing dots, so we might as well go with that belt. I'll recycle all of the light blue stuff. Move on. Definitely showed that crate who's who. Who's boss of who. Me, I'm boss of the crate. I'm going the wrong way. Paladin's Iron Greaves. Those sound like they're armored. I'm not big on armor. I'm more an energy shield kind of guy. That's another level. 17. A whole bunch of other uppies. Looks like 6 of my skills leveled up. And we have another talent point node. More criticals. I like big crits and I cannot lie. We froze him. Because we're big and tough and full of frostiness? I got nothing. Oh. None of that is better. Let's see if we can avoid dying. What happens is the fist slams down or comes down or comes out from various sides, and you have to be standing where it's not going to be dropping the proverbial hammer.
My source of power.
There he is, his power armor.
Of the greatest ornament.
There's the fist. See where it is.
That room must be the key.
Here we are, we got him.
Let's go. The spark awaits.
And did he drop anything that was no? I mean, maybe. No. Yeah, sure. No and no. Hi, Corey. Brother, please give up your ambition. We have unlocked pacts. These are the pets. 3 pact points not allocated. There are available pact slots. There are indeed. So they've changed the display as well. So wow, these don't become available till I think later than they used to. I think they used to become available. So you have battle pact spirits where you're going to be able to choose 3 that buff your combat, and then 3 that buff your loot. Used to be you could only pick a total of 3. And this is where the pay to win in the game really exists, is on the pact spirits. So for instance, it's battle, so I'm looking for one. This one increases double spell damage, and cast speed. And unlocks 2 additional pact nodes. Cast speed per second when the elite is nearby, and these are for upgrades. The number is the number of times this spirit has been upgraded. Most of my spirits are level 1. I have a few that are higher level. he's a survival one, I guess. They've redone these. So, yeah, he's a spell. Attack, attack. They have redone the pack spirits, the nomenclature and stuff. Survival. Attack damage, attack, critical strike. That's an attack. Attack. Spell, attack, spell. Elemental damage, elemental piercing, and cast speed. Because we have 3 points, we also get these bonuses. Persistent. That's a summon. We don't have any summons, except that the terrible little buff thing we can drop. No, those are the ones we've got. Thing is, I'm not sure which one is which is better. I'm going to go with probably this one. This is a higher quality legendary one, I think. Where I get those abilities. The other alternative was the spell one that was down here. Yeah, additional damage. The minion damage does nothing for me. Spell. One of these had more. Was it the snail? No, that was summon. Persistent, persistent. So that was the spell that had... I thought I had one that had upgrades down to the second tier there. So elemental damage, elemental piercing, and cast. 4% elemental resistance pen every time you hit them with elemental damage. Enhanced damage, attack. 2% additional, 5% minion. Minions. Minions! Come on, man. Do I look like the kind of guy who uses spell? I mean, minions? Come on. A double spell, spell damage, cast speed, damage, movement speed. Bonus affix, additional damage. Movement speed per second when our lead is nearby. So, yeah, Luluri. Yeah, I think we're going to use Luluri. At least initially. Yep. So, oh, there was a 3 packs. Then they've changed this as well. So with Luluri, 2% chance for spells to deal double damage. That makes it 4%. Allocate. 24% damage. Yeah, so they've changed these now. It used to be with sort of 6 little lines out from each. So they've simplified this. You can see the abilities we'll get as we go all the way through up to the point we get to there. We've formed a pact, right? Yep. Yes, we have. And old friendship. We have a free single draw. You can get pact spirits out of this. As an example of how you can get pact spirits. Nope, we got a currency. But the change in the pact system, in essence now, if you're willing to spend money, you can get at the end game, you can get double your damage and triple your loot, depending on if you have the legendary pacts or not. If you have them leveled up. So that's the pay to win in the game. If you hear people talk about pay to win, if you want the best end game stuff, more money, more power. Base game is fine. It's fun. None of that stuff is necessary to have fun with it, but if you're the kind of player who likes to be cutting edge, playing the kind of gameplay you can see the content creators playing and stuff, that's going to be a little bit tougher. Pardon me. I keep trying to shoot up. Oh, yeah. Me again. Talk to her. We're gonna get a ride. And here we are. Blasted bugs are everywhere. In the middle of like jungle. Of course there are bugs everywhere. Big bug. Something. Big something for sure. Oops. Or possibly her. I can't identify them by sight. I am only an amateur bug sexer. Hello? Okay. Another talent point. More critical and crit damage. Missed me. Ah, I know a wand. It's got a nice big chunk of additional physical damage to spells, so that's what makes it a little bit better. Plus,
I will not lose, even if I'm the only one left.
dual wield one. If I can get a second wand, even this piece of crap. So for instance, this wand. Going into the offhand. Now, if I were to swap in the staff, I'd be doing 10% less damage. When they're available, dual wielding wands, good. We have to find his missing. Can't remember the name that they have for their assistants. My assistant is Arya there. Big critter. Possibly plant. Slightly better damage than the offhand I already had. Oh, I thought she was there. Did they move her? Did I not take the quest? I did not take the quest, in which case that's fine. Just skip it. Wasp. Big worm like lots of little worms. The great worm, I guess technically is what that one's called. We'll interact with the goo. We have degooified. Yeah, I would clean that off too if I were you, Brody. Seriously? Are you serious with that? 1-to-1 fire. 1 point to 1 point. Let's see. So, in other words, 1 point. Lots of dead critters about. Need to talk to Liv. There's Liv, the leader of Torchlight. Torchlight is an organization that does stuff. It's not at all. Hero trait. Space-time illusion. Space-time illusion uses your main skill once every 1.5 seconds. Space-time illusion castings are considered your castings. Basically, it's a clone of me. I've summoned him. You can tell he's looks like me, except he's transparent and blue. That's sort of the class mechanic for this version of this character. The different characters, over time, have additional versions of them that come out, sort of like different specs for the character. And you have to choose those. You get one. The initial 5 character versions were all, I believe, were all free. And so this is the free version of this character. There's also a purchasable one. How about giving me something good? Probably not. I take that back. That's way better on the offhand. And that is not. So, I'll take the 50% though, you know. That is Liv, the leader of Torchlight, using her weapon to throw boatload of flaminess around. Explode into batches of worms. Want to know how to have no one at school like you when you're a kid? Just every time someone touches you or you lose at anything, you burst out into a whole bunch of worms. Nobody's going to end up like it. I speak from experience. Not really. Wait, okay, now there's showing a boss over there that wasn't over there previously. Quick check. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, stop. You can stop showing off now, Liv. Anytime, that'd be good. Another big critter over here. But certainly when the character gets the space-time illusion, in essence, the clone of himself, the character gets a lot better. But now I'm a lot better than I was. Bigger, stronger, well, multiplied. So, I mean, that's good. We've got residues up to level 5. I think that was possibly 6. It was levels. Can't go that way. Go this way first. Here we've got another big worm, if memory serves. We got worm sign. No, sorry, my bad. It's actually not a worm. It's a.
Over there. The barrier
big
disappeared.
thing. And I dinged another level. Next up was not that or that. Yeah, it was just the damage. Yep, just damage. Boring old damage. That'll get us up to here, at which point I think we go for the cold stuff. Cold damage and chance to inflict frostbite. All the way up to there. Caterpillar. Why are there no dogger pillars?
Looks like you're not going to make it.
Enough to deal with a betrayer.
Into the verdant land. Monster level is 19. Aren't I also level 19? Yeah. Yeah. Wrong. Not my fault, man. Ah, another treasure trove. Another half a dozen. Okay, maybe more. Exclusive drops, boots, and a ring. Rare drops. Did get the necklace the first time. It'd be nice if we could get a better version of the necklace. Good versions of the rings would be nice. There are a lot of things that are nice. And we get a point for going through the first time. A spec point. And we don't have Arya with us, but we do have our space-time illusion. Would you stop shooting stuff from a million miles away? That's rude. Also rude would be actually coming up close and damaging me, though, so I'm not sure which rude is ruder. Bossy type dude coming. A chest of goodies, I think. Woo! Almost died again. Right. This jerk thing is pissing me off. No, there was no boss of goodies. It was just a boss. Technically not goodies. Seems like they have, well, it's possible that this build is just not particularly strong early on. They have made a lot of changes, as they usually do between leagues. Or they have increased the difficulty, the leveling. Either one is possible. Bossy dude. Would you cut it out? Those things are really annoying. Good nerve. As if I had any good nerves. really, if you're a flying mob, do you need to also have this incredibly long-ranged attack? I just think that's uncalled for. We have a second here. Another pact point. 12% spell damage. Another talent point. Another 9% damage. Take a quick look at our new stuff. See if there's any improvements. Nothing significant. Recycle all the light blue and junk. Alright. Alright, this is... It has a shield. It'll hide behind you. You have to hit it from the other side. It doesn't take any damage. Got another talent point. Got a ring. First, that is another 9% damage. Next up will be 18% each. And that, yeah, use that. Maximum life per level. So that's like 100 life right there. We're currently at 120, or no, 300 life. So that's it. Fire damage every level. You'll note we're not doing fire damage. That's not optimal, but it has a big regen as well. Place, and that one basically be a push. The one on the right. We'll annihilate those. And we'll do that map again. Definitely slower going than the first treasure room we were going through. I believe the mob variety is also random, so we're not getting those flying just as over a much friendlier assortment of mobs. I don't mean they're actually friendly, I just mean that they're less dangerous to us. No less antagonistic. They're still jerks. Grab. Just grabby is what I am. Much more easily murdered batch of randomly selected mobs this time. Another level for me. We got a whole bunch of improvements. 6 of our skills leveled up. Something's still shooting at us. Jerk's done shooting at us now. We don't want to pick yet. Yeah, another 18% damage increase. And we have... Well, what else would we like to add? Let's see, electric overload, wind projectiles. That's speed and damage for the supported skill. 17% increase. See if anything else. You know, a lot of these are usable. Slow projectiles. Interesting. That gives you more damage. Ice Lance's control spell. 100% crit rating and additional damage. I think that seems like a really good choice. We're probably coming back to control spell. That seems like a good choice. So I'll choose good over not. I like good things more than not good things. I'll be crazy. Yeah. Born in Fire again. Not a fan of that. I think we've already established. And that it's not awesome for my build. And if something's not awesome for my build, it sucks. Right? Or because it's a ring. I want to keep it regardless. And it's got going to add a whole lot more survival in general right now anyway. So we're just going to nab it, you know? And we will hit the same map again. Until once again it tells us here that we won't be getting as much XP. They still do it once or twice. Do another achievement completed as well. Skill achievement, a couple of them. Oh, complete a 4-link. That's going to get us another talent point. Yay! I like those. Because it's another talent point. We can slot a second talent spec line, but we still have a lot of good points to get in here first. That's what we're going to do. Wow, that's kind of cheating. Appearing out of nowhere like that, I'm pretty sure that's not fair. I would like to complain to the authorities that these mobs are cheating. They're digging into the ground and then coming up out of the ground. Ooh. Residues. Another level up for residues. And another level for me. Level 22. Unlocks Psychic Burst and a whole shitload of other new skills. Or if Chain Lightning is one of them. Chain Lightning is what this thing eventually builds into. That's 24, which allows us access to the next one. Additional spell damage, plus additional spell cost. Cost doesn't seem to be a problem. Immune to frostbite, preparation, that's focus, blessing. I'm not sure, we may go into that one eventually, but for the short term, we'll choose that. As I said, it's easy to respec until you hit level 90. In the game. I'm not positive. I think I've reached level 90 before, but I'm not positive. I think so. Couple of bossy types. And the actual boss awaits. There were a couple of rare, or a couple of the uniques you could get. I've only gotten the rings so far, which is annoying. Well, let's see. That's a chunk of additional damage. That ring, a lot less survival for a little damage. No, this is a little bit better than we've already got. Good chunk of survival. Yep, we'll go with that. We will recycle blues. And we'll hit the challenge again. Alright, stage level's too low, your XP will be reduced. So we may run this one more time after this. Maybe the last, we'll see how we feel. Sometimes just gotta play it by ear, man. Did I not kill them? I did not. Teleporting into the place they were all going to spawn from did not turn out to be the best idea I've ever had. Not the worst. Three. Talent point. Not that one. Which one were we looking at? Intelligence is good. Spell skill is good. I know this thing scales intelligence. Another posse. Boss-ish, not like an actual boss. Toss light. Probably one more, unless we get a nice reward out of this. Nope, Born in Fire again. I'm going to give it one more go. Disappointed. Now, let's see. Anything? Improvements? No. Sadly, almost, yes. I just didn't get a great one of those necklaces. And this is slightly better than both of the two that we already have. Recycle blues. And we'll give it one last go here. See if we can get lucky. We have not been getting lucky, particularly in the treasure room so far. Sad to say. Makes me sad. Turn into worms, we know. Don't have any more surprises for me, I'm used to that. Definitely feels slower than previous starting builds, but then I'm not really following the build guide, so it's not. I'm not following the build guide at all. It's definitely just me winging. It's possible that the build I was looking at could come online. I'm sure I need to check. And see if we can get chain lightning. I have no idea what point that gets me. I know the previous build that I played this specific character doesn't work anymore. Previously it was basically triggered by your movement, so you basically would just be teleporting constantly, and every time you teleported it would send off a huge circle of frost, and that's how you murdered everything. Alright, let's go on this boss. Oh, Born in Fire again. That's just... a new pact point, so that's another 12% added onto our spell damage. And 18% added, oh, sorry, 9% added onto our spell damage. See if we got any improvements along the way. Nope. Let's see, 3, 5. That one's the worst, so we recycle those and that. Keeping 2 in case I wear these for a while, create a second character. I've got another set of rings. Very good leveling rings, big adds to your life and regeneration. So I didn't want that. There we go.
Enough, Liv. You cannot stop me.
You cannot stop me. So Liv is possessed by bad things. The badness. And we gotta drive the badness out of her now. Oh, she's gonna spew badness all over the place. It's pretty awful. If you have badness in you, be polite. Don't spew it at your friends. That's just kind of gross. Friends and coworkers, because I mean, basically, and she's back and bigger and differenter. That was kind of cheap. Face one way, then move another way. Wow, nice visuals. Look at that. She's gonna spew a bunch of badness again. Again, just don't do this at work. Supposed to be doing something here other than avoiding the spinning deathmobiles. Awaiting is the name of this unique. Don't remember which it is. That's not a winner. That's not a winner. We'll identify. Looks like boots. My first clue was that it looks like a boot. Awaiting. Little energy shield, life, regenerate, movement speed. A lot of movement speed when the energy shield's not full, which is not going to be often for me, because... Well, I guess when it's not full. You kind of want it to be when it is full, so that you can move from place to place faster. It's not very good. I will grab the light thing, whose name eludes me. The spark. Alright, spark. Ask Arya what happened. Hey, Arya, what happened? Oh, that's interesting. Fascinating. Thank you for sharing. Not really. And now we are in the first player town area. Another skill slot. What do they recommend? Secret Origin Unleash. Cast the skill and gain Euphoria. Additional spell damage and 3% cast speed for each stack of focus blessing. Oh, for 6 seconds. Did want to check. Let's see. If Chain Lightning was available. Chain Lightning is available. Alright, we're going to want to change it to that most likely. Let's see. Oh, okay, we got a lot of exclamation points. It's in my nature. I have to get the exclamation points taken care of. This is the event center. Gifts. Weaver of Destiny. I've logged in the first day of the league. Get 7 gifts for each day you log in, and then it rotates, I think. Or maybe that's like 7 for the league, and then this is every 7 days, I think. And social media, if I link up with the social media. No, thank you. I've got to draw the line somewhere, and that's the there. It's the stash, everyone. Oh, batch transfer. Did I not click batch transfer? Side, the next treasure trove is recommended level 27, and I am 24. A lot of these are former League mechanics, NPCs. There are merchants. Got Arya here again. Blidoop. There were heavy casualties, but we managed to save the spark. Oh, I'm some kind of hero, I suppose that means. That's the season pass. If I want to buy that, that includes the new character. There's a new character every season. I saw someone say that the new pet, the pact spirit pet, is the least powerful at level 1, but the most powerful at level 6, which is all the way juiced up, so that's kind of not really a surprise. I've cleared chapter 1 and gotten 60 out of 100 points towards the rewards. The free silver pass is up on top. The paid one on the bottom. I also have an achieve for the season's journey. That should be another point. Am I not there? I'm there already. I'm already there. Why are you doing this to me? Why aren't you just... Oh, clear chapter 2. Oh, no. Clear chapter 1. Oh, it's lame. There we are. I have another one. Phase 1. Claimed. Oh, claimed for finishing all of Phase 1. Okay. That is a Pact Spirit crystal. So now we're going to get a free Pact Spirit, I believe. Talent. You have another point? What is that point for? Those are advanced talent. Select an advanced talent. I don't need to select one yet. I don't have any points available right now, I don't think. No, I don't. What we did get... now I have to try and track down to remember where exactly the Pact Spirit shop. No. I'm going to take a second here to poke around and find... Is it Pact? No. Season pass? Nope. I've got to find where I can claim that goodie I just got. Why is it... It wants me to choose Magister, Spell, Shield, Cold Mana. Cold Mana? Fine, if it'll make you happy, we'll choose that just to get you off of my back. Always takes me a while to find certain elements of the game stuff, goodies and such. That boon. Pact Spirit boon. Yeah, I have a single draw, so here it is. We have one draw. So this will be a Pact Spirit. We'll see if it's a new one. Oh, one of the ones I already have, so it'll level up. See what the deal is. I'm pretty sure I've got Olive already at level 1. So let's make it level 2. I think. Pacts. Maybe it was a new one. Pact. Pact page. Oh, there's that. Pact Spirit. Change. Olive was one of the ones that looks like... There it is. Olive, I had one, so now we have 2. We upgrade it. Confirm. I guess I had a point from that previous one. Not sure what the hell that was. Pact Spirit upgrade. Confirm. There we are. Skip.
Here you are.
Here I are. Roamer. Up here. And off again.
Stay
Skip.
safe when you get to the church.
And skip again. Nice vehicle, though. Pretty cool. There's Humphrey. Romer. Lean. You can see on the mini map on the left, that little pink dots where some of these mobs are powering up one of the seasonal activities, basically. When we get to that, we can activate it and be attacked by a batch of mobs, a couple batches of mobs, them, and then more of the purple mobs, purple designated mobs on the minimap to kill, the more batches of bad guys to fight. So we now have this thing throbbing over here, if you'll pardon my use of the word throb. Which means we can summon. Here they come. So that was one offensive, I think. That's offense. And then also get defense. I'm not sure if that's denoting what you're fighting against. Or I have free corrosion, which is sort of like volleying if you played PoE. Hey, EBM, how you doing? I'm waving. For those of you who don't know, Engelbert Meow, what on earth is wrong with you? Have you suffered a recent head trauma? She is a lovely and talented, mostly Guild Wars 2 streamer, but also does cursed cosplays, where she cosplays as such things as logos, buildings, Ram. That's really cursed. She's lovely. You should check her out because she's awesome. Hey, EBM, how you doing? Let's see. I get to choose an item that I want to corrupt. Let's go with that. Busy work week? When isn't it for you, if I may be forgiven? I'm going to corrode this piece. And clip. Uh-oh, what did she clip? What did I say? This never ends well. It just never does. Nice things about you. Oh, well, you know. When you get to my age, you're really good at lying. Okay, I didn't lie. Sealed mana compensation for electric conversion. Okay, well, that's a thing that it is. I wouldn't backtrack because you are actually those things. It's also actually nice and personable. She's like the anti-Lens. Let's just put it that way. She's all of those things that I'm not, and I probably wouldn't want to be. I just have the heart of a curmudgeon. I don't think I'd make a nice person. I'd be rotten at it. More bad guys. So many bad guys. Just keep coming. We have a new talent node. I believe we'll run over here and we can grab that +1 dispel skill level. There we go. That's good. Well, I hope your work week will end tomorrow. As I've got too many friends whose work weeks evidently never actually end. Let me summon some more mobs to blow up indiscriminately. It is the best way of blowing up mobs, by the way, indiscriminately. I don't know if you're an ARPG player at all, EBM. You know, if you've done the Diablo thing, Path of Exile thing. However, not worth really interacting with in this game is the storyline stuff. The voice work is fine. The things they're made to say, not so much. Residues has leveled up, which sounds like I don't tidy up after myself, but that's not the case as far as you know. Let me go up here. We talk with the dude. Nope. Kill some more bad guys. Then we talk with the dude. I think. Yep. It's the church chaplain. Hello, chaplain. Oh, I'm going the wrong... As is tradition around here, I am going the wrong way. It's not like there's an enormous arrow pointing me the correct direction on the screen or anything. I would like a big arrow that showed me where I was expected to go. Because evidently I didn't activate this one when I was right next to it. I have Psychic Burst. Spell skills or skills that can activate Spell Burst. I think I can activate Spell Burst. I think this is a Spell Burst skill. Could be wrong. The mechanics are not well explained in-game. So, winging it can be a bit dicey. Stop right there. You gotta know right now. That was an old guy musical reference right there. A little meatloafing at you. Now we're in an entirely different town. We have our first couple of rewards to get from the free reward track. Got a box. And some prismaticite? Primo Crest. Potato. This is the second Flare town area thing. Did we get any improvements to our gear? No, not even close. We will recycle them all. We don't even need a copper-fueled salvagerama. Alright, another. We talked to Antonius. Where's Antonius? Antonius is right here. Hi, Antonius. How you doing? Skill shop. Nope. Oh, okay. And we're heading back down this way. Yes, I know. We just came from there, but... Quest flow, not great. That's okay. Back to here, monster level 20. Bad guys. Bad guys. Bad guys never change. Oh, that one came into existence inside the death field. That wasn't a great choice for him. Tactically, not the best choice. And it's not a death field for us, it's just death field for bad guys. You'd think he'd have been smart about that. It's like, oh look, death field for bad guys. Maybe I should give that a skip. I don't know what that icon is. Don't know what a purple exclamation point over the head means either. That may... Oh, tarot. That's the new league mechanic. The new league is Arcana. The league mechanics are a mixed bag. Generally, they've been anywhere from okay to really good. A couple of them are kind of unimpressive. Arcana. Do you want me to tell you your fortune? Find the tarot cards in the realms first. I think she's had some work done. I'm not judging, but I just think maybe a little bit of work. Countless tarot cards are scattered throughout the realms. Reveal them, defeat them, and collect the diviner's divination readings. These readings will guide you through the shadowed tarot path, helping you avoid traps along the way to reap rewards of destiny. I'll personally reveal the trump card of your fate once you reach the end of the path. Okay. We'll see about that then, won't we? So the icons with the eye, the sort of purplish icon that looks like a card, one might say. Like the back of perhaps a tarot card or something. So I'm assuming that NPCs that drop the goodies. Hey, Liquid, how you doing? Bad guys must pay. They must pay for being bad guys. We have a treasure chest. Well, so does the tarot lady. That's why I'm saying she had some work done. Ah. The Hermit. That is indeed. Ah, okay, so a bunch of mobs spawn. And I have to blow them up. Where? Okay, there's the guy. He's hiding behind the card. All right. We actually get some drops from that. Okay. Got it. That's the new league mechanic. Still pretty sick considering going back to the hospital. Pancreatitis. Seems to linger. Oh. Yeah. Pancreas. None of the creases are good, but the pancreas, which is all of them, is probably the least. Anyway, feel better, dude. That would be something I would prefer to skip if that were possible. Guessing that's probably not the case. I will come back to you after I clear out the rest of the bad people. The night you catch me live, I'm not playing your game. Just one let's log Hades. It's an ARPG, so think more along the lines of Path of Exile, Diablo, Last Epoch, Grim Dawn, all of those guys. It is free to play. At the very end game, it is significantly pay to win, but just for playing, it's not. It's perfectly fine to play it as a free-to-play game, to just play. It is also available on mobile, so if you play on mobile, you can play that as well. What the? Shnikes. Yeah, I said shnikes. I'm sorry if that, is a bit spicy for anyone's ears. This is the league mechanic for the current league. The Hanged Man. All right, well, we had a couple of tarot in there. Our first tarot, the new league mechanic. Let's see if we got any new gear that is better. Almost. And the two purple items. A lot more survival on that one, so yeah, we'll go with that. And we will salvage all of them. With our copper-fed salvage-o-matic that doesn't actually require copper in this game. Still, the phrase copper-fed salvage-o-matic sounds cool, so I went with it. We'll now talk with the Maid-o-Land. We have a leader, a bad guy. Whoops. A boss dude. He was. Now he's not so much. I have 2 out of 4. Okay, the 2 more tarot trial activations required, and that will then cause the league mechanic to kick in, I think. So basically, you have to defeat the little tarot nodes that will spit out critters. When you do that, you then have a... is there anything there? Or just... yeah, there was a guy there. And then it will activate the mechanic based on which tarot cards you have gotten. At least that's my assumption. We'll see if it's one of the better mechanics or not. Oh, so the last seasonal mechanic was a little bit. The one before that was really good. A lot of fun. If I'm remembering correctly. I haven't played every league, because sometimes I've got something else going on. I've played a fair number. Most, I would say. I feel safe in saying I've played most of the leagues. I'm skipping all of the cinematic equivalents because I've seen them, and I mean they're technically fine.
Followers of Vegito.
The animation in them is good. The voice work is fine. Just the storyline is incoherent. Seriously incoherent. Oh, really? I mean, incoherent. And that's pretty common for the... It may not be incoherent to the Asian audience, but whether it's cultural incoherence or translational incoherence, yeah, it's incoherent. Boss over here. Well, not a boss, just one of the skull bosses. An elite, I suppose. Probably be a better description than a boss. Another one over here, I think. Yep. Basically an elite. I'll stop calling them bosses. They're more elites than they are bosses. Oh. Hey, Jukebox. It's going all right. How about you? I am just nuking the living crap out of a bunch of things. You know, the way a guy does. ARPGs are all about just killing lots of stuff and getting lots of loot. Art style, though, the NPCs on the screen reminded you of how Hades does it. Yeah, I agree, it does. It is reminiscent of that. Been lurking? Lurking and welcome. Ding! That's ding 26. Gotta be getting close to our next treasure room. So that is a bunch of skill ups and a new talent node. Let's look at Magister now. What do we got? Spell damage. Yes, spell damage. More spell damage. We have an elite. We had add an elite. Now he's grease. A grease spot. Ooh, ow, ooh. Remember spending a good portion of summer as a teen playing the original Torchlight, listening to a lot of the Chili Peppers. Not a fan of the Peppers, but I did play a lot of Torchlight. Torchlight Infinite is, I would say, it has similarities, but mostly it's in the title. It's an ARPG. It is a free-to-play Asian RPG, also mobile. The PC version is perfectly fine. It is a perfectly reasonable ARPG, unless you want to play at the end game, at the very end game of the sort of the power curve is very pay to win, but that's at the end game. And if you're not interested in big-time end game gameplay, then that shouldn't matter. But yeah, the Torchlight 2 were both really solid ARPGs as well. More sort of storyline ARPGs. Play other games for solid endgame. Well, you can still, it's still a solid endgame. You just can't get to the bleeding edge of the endgame. I've done a lot of endgame stuff, but not the bleeding edge. That's not available unless you're gonna spend a lot of money. Basically, the big pay-to-win mechanic is in the pets. Pets basically can buff you. And if you have an entire raft of pets, you can double your damage and triple your loot. Or more. Which is kind of a lot. All right, this is an actual boss. Missed me. Probably should have. Ooh. Unique. Unique is what you seek. Yeah, it's genuine pay to win out of the bleeding edge. It definitely is. Which is why it has sort of a mixed reputation amongst ARPG players. That's a slight improvement. Is the pay to win at the, like I said, the bleeding edge is very, very real. But the kind of play I put in, it doesn't affect me. Not negatively. You know, sometimes, most of the time when I'm playing an ARPG, what I want to do is blast mobs and get loot. And it provides a very satisfying version of that. Blasting mobs and getting loot. So while I think it is important to mention the pay-to-win part, it doesn't really affect me. And I don't expect it would affect most players. But the streamers and stuff, yeah, those guys are good enough at games in general, and specifically at ARPGs, that yeah, for them it is a significant detriment. Me, I ain't that good at games, and I'm definitely not that degree of a blaster at ARPGs. Sadly. Ding 27. New talent node. Another 9% spell damage. Blink. What else can we add to Blink? Psychic Burst. Do we want to add Psychic Burst to that? not sure. Psychic Burst? No, we don't want to add. Like Magic Dash, an additional charge. That's probably pretty good. Gain a stack of evasion. No, I think Magic Dash, which gives it an additional charge, is probably the one to use for that. But I do want to check over here in Ice Lances. I don't think I have enough energy for that. Let's check how much Psychic Burst would add. Psychic Burst. Psychic Burst would add minus 33%. That doesn't seem like a good number, so we'll just keep things where they are for that then. We probably don't want to reduce our damage by a third. Not unless it includes like some kind of significant advantage. Like muscles. Okay, what did I miss? Oh. That gate wasn't open a second ago. Okay, I just pointed that out. Oh, now this one's open. It's science. You just got to kill mobs until doors open. Please follow me. I know a shortcut. All right, we'll follow you. We will follow him. It's not a shortcut. It's a trap. That person was bad man. He was a bad man. Let me check and see if we've got any new additions that are good and tasty and delicious. And the answer is no. All right, we will nuke it from outer space. I've got a boss mob over here somewhere. Over here. Well, an elite, not a boss mob. Gotta get my nomenclature straight. Always get your nomenclature straight. Because if you don't keep your nomenclature straight, having it professionally straightened is very expensive. And can't be. That's 28. Another pact point, so that is 24% more damage. And 9% more spell damage. Those guys just teleported in behind us, which I think is kind of rude. Sadly, the lore and various other stuff like that, it's I set off an alarm. I obviously meant to do that because that summons mobs and they give me more XP. That's obvious, right? I mean, there's no way an experienced gamer such as myself would unintentionally, set off an alarm. That just wouldn't happen. I'm too skilled. You don't get to be an elite tier streaming and gaming god like me accidentally. Supposed to go over here. Our residues leveled up. That really doesn't sound right at all. Did you level up? Yeah, just my residues. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, my residues. Ugh. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta murder a bunch of guys, you know? And, and have we picked up anything new that's useful? An improvement over our current gear. Please, could you just almost anything? Be nice, really? Not really. And out we go. I admire their unison in marching.
Followers of Akito!
That's pretty skilled. They are skilled marchers, for sure. Monster level is 26, and my level is 28. We get the, I'm going to keep out this until we get to the next treasure room. Should be in either this map or the next map. Ah! Tarot. If you get 2 tarot out of this, we'll get the first lead mechanic. Sort of. Whoop. I keep vanishing? Sure seems like it. It's kind of a dick move, but, you know. No. So we're at 3 out of 4 on the League mechanic. You can see that there. We have obtained a rare piece with a tier 6 affix. That is another point for the specs. Talent nodes. Another 18% spell damage, boys and girls. And, okay. Not just boys and girls, you're men and ladies. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, like I normally say at the start of my stream. Secret Origin Unleash. Oh, I haven't even been using that. Should remember to use that. Oh, there's the next tarot. Wow. That's a lot of dudes. Ow. The trial's been completed. Click to enter the tarot path. All right, we're going into the tarot path, guys. I have no idea what the hell's going on here. Okay, we could probably broaden that out to, I have no idea what the hell's going on, period. But here we go, the tarot path. Select a note of Arcana to view its effects. So, they're implying here, advance 2 cells, randomly changes into another note of Arcana. Right-click to play the card quickly. Abandon contest. I don't want to quit. Over here we've got two blue things. There we've got a green-looking dude. It looks like it has sort of a snake layout. Select a note of Arcana to view its effects. So that would advance me 2. So I would go from here to there. Sure. I have advanced. Next one is advance 1 cell. Select a note of Arcana to view its effects. Sure, that'll take me to that. Advance 4 cells. That will take me to whatever is on this green thing that has a die underneath that says 4. Advance 4 cells, randomly change. I think the die underneath that's telling me where I will move with the 4. Randomly changes. Okay, well. Okay, this collect the chests of destiny along the way to get more rewards. Advance 3 cells. That's going to take me to here. So what we're doing is basically this is a tutorial. This is a broken heart, which of course I have. That says 1. I don't know why it says 1. Did I take a damage, I guess, for hitting that one? This is probably 2. Yep, 2 cells, and that'll give me another card. I now have 2. You might find an additional single-use notes of Arcana on the tarot path. Click to view them. Advance 6 cells. That will allow me to skip this one, because this one will advance me 3, and that will end my path. This is a special one that will advance me to 6 and allow me to skip the one that would damage me and, I assume, end my little trip. Okay, and then all the way out here we've got more rewards and stuff. You might find an additional single-use notes of Arcana on the tarot path. Click to view them. I'm trying to view them. Oh, no. Let me see. That gonna help? That did not help. I can't click on that. All right, we're 3, and that will take us to the next chest. This is a 5, which will take us to the next card, which is, I think, the random use ones. So I can now go select any one note of Arcana to advance as many cells as I like. That will advance me 2. I want the 4 to get me the next box. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 4. That gets me the next box. And then this is the only thing I can hit. It's going to advance me 2 cells. That should, I think, kill me because I only have 1 heart left. At which point I believe I will get the chests. Or maybe these chests wait until I have the next round. If you advance to the cell, you lose your life, which will end this round of exploration. Advance to this cell. Yeah, got no choice, right? Start Fateful Contest with collected chests of destiny. You won't be able to return to the tarot path. Oh. I'm not sure what I should do. Let's start the contest. I want the chests. Remaining attempts 6. Stage level is 26. I'll get a blue, a green, and a purple chest. I have no idea what I'm doing in here either. In the continuing, Lenz has no idea what he's doing, which is kind of a theme we have going here. Okay, head to the Forbidden Wall. I got a chest. That was the green chest. This is the blue chest. This should be the purple chest. No, this is mobs. Lots of pew-pews. You may notice by the large number of pew-pews that there's a lot of pew-pews. I defeated them. Now I get the purple chest, I think. Yeah, those physics? What physics are you talking about? I have no idea. I have jukebox? I haven't a clue of what you're talking about. Unless, of course, you mean the enormous boobies. Micro Fate spell damage. I have no idea what the hell that is. But I'm sure you didn't mean anything like the boobies. That would be too obvious. Look, my opinion when I first saw this lovely lady is that she's had work done. I'm not judging her for that. I'm sure she has a wonderful personality. She's had work done. We'll see if we have anything that is an improvement in our gear. We'll come back to the purples, as those are the most likely to be improvements to our gear. I believe in anticipation for these things. Okay, this is the odd thing we got. The Micro Fate spell damage. Install to replace a Micro Talent node. Additional items will be consumed when removing this. 14 to 18% spell on minion damage. So I don't know. That's a new mechanic that I don't know about. A little bit more survival, a little bit less damage. No, I don't think so. And, oh, disappointment. So we want to recycle all of the purples, all of the blues except that one. So we'll uncheck that one and recycle the rest. So as I was saying, I will continue to work my way through either this map or the next map when we get the treasure map, and we'll do the treasure map a few times, and then I'll probably be calling it an evening. And after all, you've already been blessed by an extra long lens stream. Did I say blessed? Cursed. Blessed. You know. Potato, potato. I have turned off most of the voice work, because while the voice work is fine, what happens is your character keeps saying the same voice lines over and over and over and over again. It's just awful. Missed me. Oh, they just keep coming. And they just keep making me kill them. Don't want to. They're attacking me. I'm just having a nice walk in the town. And they just evidently have some kind of problem with heroes that have bad hair. I mean, I want to be clear. If my choice was my character's hair or my no hair, I am choosing my no hair 10 times out of 10. Magic Dash leveled up, and a new talent node. Another 18% spell damage. Boss dude. Sit down. Quick mobility. I already grabbed that, didn't I? I think I did. Anything? A little bit of damage. Not that much. Come on, I deserve... We're starting to get some purple items. I deserve some nice, tasty improvements. Nope, I ain't getting them, but I deserve them. There we go, we can lock that. We don't have to bop around with the unselecting anything we wish to destroy. Come on, where is the map that has the gateway to the treasure room? To the treasure maps. I want treasure maps, yo. I don't think that's too much to ask for. Frankly, so far, the treasure maps have been kind of disappointing. They've been much less interesting, cool, and awesome as they have been in previous seasons. Is that it? You guys done? Yeah, sorry, they're done with them. Haha, you think you can come up behind me and I won't notice? No such luck for you, sir. Or possibly, ma'am. Couldn't tell with the helm, really. A whole raft of them. Big wind up, big miss. I'd be embarrassed if I were him. Just saying. We have a treasure chest. Not as good as a treasure room, sadly. Really, if you had teleportation skills, do you really think you'd use them just for really, really bad, lame ambushes? That seems like, well, underkill, I suppose. You'd think they could do a little bit better than that. These remove these ambush rounds. Oh, you got waves of ambush. That's it. I don't call that. Before we talk to Arya, let's give ourselves a quick scan through our almost certainly disappointing tiers of loot. That's actually very, very slightly better. At least for the survivability, but no additional damage. Now, come on, ARPGs, man. Survival is nice, but it's the best way of surviving is to kill everything first. Everyone knows this. All right, Arya. Find Ilsa. The she-wolf of the SS?
That's the lost city.
That's a really old guy movie reference.
Running out of time,
It's
partner.
actually a movie title. Ilsa, she-wolf of the SS. I've never seen it. Might have been a softcore porn. So, yeah, hard to believe. I haven't seen it. We have 2 arrows, so I'm hoping, against hope, that one of those arrows is for the treasure room. I would like to run the treasure room a few times before I call it. This guy's got a shield, so you have to get inside his shield to do any damage to him. Hard to believe, but I'm not. Wasn't the one who made the noise. But it does sound like that thing. I know that One of the arrows is go this way. The other arrow, I'm hoping, is to the treasure room. I don't like the treasure room. I don't think I'm asking for too much. I just want a room filled with treasure. Technically, it's not filled with treasure. Got a bunch of treasure at the end when you kill the boss, and a whole lot of mobs with a lot of XP. Holy crap, this is hitting hard. 30. It's the treasure room. Treasure trove, according to this, but it's a treasure room. Map. Treasure map. We'll go with treasure map. And we're in. So for those who weren't around earlier, basically, you get a lot of mobs that give you a lot of treasure, a lot of XP. And then at the end is a boss who drops treasure and uniques. And some of the uniques are extraordinarily powerful. I have not gotten any particularly good uniques so far. I mean, I'm using 2 of the rings because they're very good for survival. They can do health per level and regen. So they're very good low level. Certainly not offensive juggernauts, and let's face it. As I said, in most ARPGs, the best way of not dying is to kill everything first. That's the classic tier of defense. You need layers of defense. Yeah, I do have layers of defense. It's called one-shotting the entire map. It's a really good layer of defense. We have leveled up 6 more of our skills. Well, skills and supports. Pardon me. A quick check. Oh, come on, man. We deserve a nice, big, tasty improvement. I ran into a wall. The wall started it. It was in my way. So it had to, pay. That was like a whole bunch of fireballs at once. That was not cool, dude. I'm trying to do a full clear here, because on the first run through, I think you get better loot from everything, but I know you get better loot from the rest. So I'd rather just, murder every single thing. Sometimes you just gotta do that. Alright, heading into the last room, and then I'll be calling it an evening. Defeat the boss, We have another level. Hopefully the boss will be kind enough to drop us a unique that is a big improvement, because we deserve it on account of reasons. Trust me on this. The reasons are good ones, that I deserve good things. Yeah. Would I lie? He'd lie. He's a lying god. Don't believe his lies. Old guy movie reference. All right, here we go, boss. Boss time. Drop lots of loot for us. Lots and lots and lots of loot. Got a talent point. Ice Pulse. Ice Pulse sounds like it should be good because I've been using an ice spell. So, Ice Pulse, Ice Spell. Theoretically, it should be a win, right? 2 new talent nodes. Let's see, next up, cast speed. Probably what we're looking for. Yeah, cast speed and then cast speed. Yeah, 3%. Oh, that's right, we had 2. We will ID it. We'll look at everything else first, because anticipation. Its hands. That's actually worth changing. It's a small improvement. And frostbite inflicted. That's good. I'm hitting things inflicting frostbite on them. Additional spell damage is good when defeating a frostbitten enemy. 20% of current cooldown of potion and mobility skills reduced. That's nice. An additional max charge. That's okay. There's 50% of mana cost to life cost. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm going to keep that one just in case. I also want that one. And the rest of it gets recycled. Not even sure how much my casting my spell currently costs. Anyway, I think I'm going to end it here. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. Almost 3 hours. 2 hours, 59 minutes, and 42 seconds. By the time I finish babbling, it'll be over 3 hours. As always, I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I should be back at my usual time tomorrow. 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. Probably with more of this. I will be playing more off stream. I'll try to respec and revamp the spec and everything, as that requires some poking around at things that would not make for interesting streaming. Arguably no less interesting than the actual stream content, but who's to say? Anyway, that's the plan for tomorrow. Beyond that, I'm not sure. May get back to Horizon Zero Dawn in the near future. Don't know. It's up in the air. Anyway, I'm going to call it here. Again, thank you guys very much for hanging out. I do appreciate it. I hope the rest of your Thursday night is great. I hope Friday goes quick so you can get into the weekend and have a kick-ass weekend. I'm back tomorrow, usual time. Have a great night tonight. Take care, and ciao for now. Good night, guys.